Are you ready to see what happens when you try to control a Sigma male? Brace yourself for 12 unexpected reactions that will leave you surprised, and maybe even a little shocked. Sigma males are a fascinating study in contrast. They're the lone wolves of the social spectrum, preferring their own company to the noise and chatter of group dynamics. In a world that constantly seeks to label and categorize, Sigma males defy the norms. They are the outliers, the ones who don't just color outside the lines, but often redraw the lines entirely to suit their unique perspectives. Their independence is a key trait that sets them apart. Sigma males are self-reliant to a fault. They don't need the validation of a group to feel accomplished or successful. They set their own standards, and they live by their own rules. It's not about rebellion for the sake of rebellion, but rather a deep-seated need for autonomy and freedom. Another compelling characteristic of Sigma males is their nonconformity. They don't fit into the usual alpha or beta dichotomies. They're not interested in leading or following. They're not driven by power or approval. They simply are who they are, and they're comfortable in their own skin without feeling the need to prove anything to anyone. Sigma males are often seen as enigmatic because they don't conform to societal expectations. They're not interested in the rat race or the social ladder. Instead, they carve out their own path, guided by their own compass. This can make them appear aloof or distant, but in reality, they're just operating on a different wavelength. In the realm of the Sigma male, control is a foreign concept. They resist being boxed in, preferring to live life on their own terms. It's not defiance, but rather a deep-seated belief in the power of individuality and self-determination. Sigma males march to the beat of their own drum, making them fascinating subjects to understand. As we delve deeper into the world of Sigma males, prepare to challenge your understanding of masculinity and identity. This journey promises to be as enlightening as it is engaging. Consider a man named Jack, a prototype of a Sigma male who found himself in a sticky situation. Now, Jack wasn't your typical office drone. He was a man of few words, but when he spoke with purpose. He kept to himself, but his quiet demeanor masked a mind that was always in motion. This was a man who didn't just march to the beat of his own drum, he was the drum. One day, Jack's boss decided to assert his authority. He tried to micromanage Jack, dictating how he should perform his tasks, when he should take his breaks, even how he should dress. The boss was under the impression that he could control Jack, shape him into something more manageable. But Jack, being a Sigma male, didn't bend to his boss's will. Instead, Jack stood his ground. He continued to perform his tasks the way he always had, prioritizing efficiency over conformity. He took his breaks when he needed them, not when they were scheduled. He dressed in a way that made him comfortable and confident, not in a way that pleased others. His resistance wasn't rebellious or defiant. It was simply Jack, being true to himself. And here's the kicker. Jack's work didn't suffer. If anything, it improved. His boss couldn't deny that Jack was one of the most efficient workers he had. His unique approach to problem-solving brought fresh perspectives to the team. His calm demeanor and unyielding dedication to his work even inspired some of his colleagues. Despite his boss's attempts to control him, Jack remained unmoved. He was an unmoved rock amidst a sea of chaos. His independence wasn't a product of rebellion. It was a manifestation of his Sigma traits. It was his way of asserting his autonomy, maintaining his self-identity, and preserving his mental peace. Jack's story is a classic example of a Sigma male's resistance to control. What makes Sigma males like Jack tick? Let's delve into the psychology of these fascinating individuals. To understand a Sigma male, we must first peel away the layers of common misconceptions. These men are not aloof or disinterested, as some might suggest. Instead, they possess a deep-seated desire for independence and autonomy. This is not a mere whim or a fleeting fancy, but a core part of their psychological makeup. Their strong sense of self is like a compass, guiding them through life's challenges. Sigma males are often characterized by their resistance to control, but this resistance is not born out of obstinacy or defiance. Rather, it stems from their deep-seated desire for self-determination. They are not rebels without a cause. They are rebels with a very personal, very compelling cause, the pursuit of their own path in life. Their desire for autonomy is closely tied to their sense of self. They have a clear understanding of who they are, what they want, and what they don't want. They are not easily swayed by societal expectations or peer pressure. Their decisions are driven by their own values and beliefs, not by the need to conform or fit in. This strong sense of self also manifests in their self-confidence. Sigma males are comfortable in their own skin. They don't seek validation from others because they don't need it. They know their worth and they don't let anyone undermine it. But perhaps the most intriguing aspect of Sigma males is their ability to thrive in solitude. They are self-sufficient, not just in terms of their basic needs, but also emotionally and psychologically. They are content with their own company, and they don't rely on others for their happiness or sense of fulfillment. In a world that often equates solitude with loneliness, Sigma males stand as a testament to the power of self-reliance and independence. They remind us that it's possible to be alone without being lonely, to be self-sufficient without being selfish, to be independent without being isolated. Understanding the psychology of Sigma males can help us appreciate their resistance to control. Meet Alex, another Sigma male who faced a different kind of control challenge. Alex, like many Sigma males, is the embodiment of the Unbowed Rebel, a character who refuses to bow to societal norms and expectations. Alex's story begins in a conventional setting. Raised in a family that valued tradition and conformity, he was expected to follow a predetermined path. Finish school, get a decent job, settle down, start a family, the classic blueprint of an ideal life. But that's not how Alex saw his life unfolding. He had an unquenchable thirst for freedom, an innate desire to live a life not dictated by societal norms. He realized early on that he was different, a round peg in a square hole, a misfit in a world that rewards conformity. Instead of viewing this as a disadvantage, Alex embraced his individuality, seeing it as his strength. He resisted the control imposed by society, choosing instead to chart his own path. He embraced a minimalist lifestyle, swapping the comfort of a 9-to-5 job for the uncertainty of a nomadic existence. He found satisfaction not in accumulating material possessions, but in the richness of experiences and the freedom to explore his interests. His was a life less ordinary, a life of self-reliance and independence, a life that challenged the status quo. Alex defied societal expectations not out of rebellion, but out of a deep-seated belief that he was not meant to fit into a mold. He was, after all, a Sigma male, an individual who thrives on his own terms, who values his freedom above all else. Alex's story is a testament to the unbowed spirit of the Sigma male. It's a reminder that Sigma males are not rebels without a cause. They are simply individuals who refuse to be boxed in by societal norms, who choose to live life on their own terms, who value their independence and individuality. Like Jack, Alex shows us another facet of the Sigma male's resistance to control. His story teaches us that being a Sigma male is not about rebelling for the sake of rebellion, but about the courage to live authentically, to stay true to oneself, even when it means going against the grain. How does a Sigma male's resistance to control play out in relationships? The answer might surprise you. In the realm of romance, Sigma males are like lone wolves, often preferring solitude over the company of others. This independence can be a double-edged sword in relationships, as it fuels their desire for freedom and space, but can also create a distance that others might find difficult to navigate. Sigma males are not the type to lose themselves in relationships. They value their individuality and independence above all else, and this is often reflected in their romantic lives. Unlike their alpha counterparts who may be more assertive and dominant, Sigma males are often more reserved and introspective. They are not the ones to make grand gestures of love or shower their partners with constant attention. Instead, they express their affection in more subtle and understated ways, through actions rather than words. This need for independence can sometimes be mistaken for aloofness or disinterest. But rest assured, when a Sigma male commits, he commits deeply. They value authenticity and depth in their relationships, preferring meaningful conversations over small talk. They are not interested in superficial connections and are more likely to invest their time and energy into a relationship that provides them with intellectual and emotional stimulation. However, this does not mean that Sigma males are easy to control or manipulate. They resist any attempts to change them or restrict their freedom. They value their space and require time alone to recharge and reflect. This might lead to misunderstandings and conflicts in relationships, as their need for solitude might be misconstrued as a lack of interest or commitment. If you find yourself in a relationship with a Sigma male, it's important to understand and respect their need for independence. Give them the space they need, but also let them know that you're there for them when they're ready to connect. It's a delicate balance, but when done right, it can lead to a deep and fulfilling relationship. In relationships, Sigma males continue to value their independence, often leading to unexpected reactions. Let's look at the story of Mark, a Sigma male navigating the complex world of romantic relationships. Mark is not your typical lover. He's a Sigma male, a lone wolf, an unfettered lover. He's not bound by societal norms or expectations, and he doesn't fall for the usual romantic tropes. He values his independence and freedom above all else, and he carries this ethos into his relationships. Mark met Lisa at a coffee shop. Lisa, a strong, independent woman, was drawn to Mark's mysterious aura. They hit it off and started dating. However, Lisa soon realized that dating a Sigma male like Mark was different from her previous relationships. Mark was not one to shower her with compliments or grand gestures. Instead, he showed his love in subtle yet profound ways. He was there for her when she needed him. He listened to her, and he respected her boundaries. Lisa found this refreshing, but at times she also found it challenging. She was used to men trying to control her, dictate her actions, or mold her into their ideal partner. But Mark was different. He never tried to control her or impose his will on her. He treated her as an equal, respected her individuality, and encouraged her to be her own person. However, this also meant that Mark resisted any attempts by Lisa to control him. When Lisa tried to change Mark's ways or asked him to compromise his values for the relationship, Mark stood firm. He was not one to give up his independence or let anyone control him, not even his partner. This was a new experience for Lisa, but over time, she grew to appreciate Mark's unfettered nature. She realized that Mark's resistance to control was not about being stubborn or difficult. It was about maintaining his individuality and authenticity. Mark's story is a testament to the Sigma male's unique approach to love and relationships. Sigma males, like Mark, value their independence and resist any attempts to control them. They are not afraid to stand up for their values and are not easily swayed by others. Mark's story further illustrates the unique nature of Sigma males in the face of control. Understanding Sigma males can help us appreciate their unique approach to life and control. Now let's delve into the heart of our discussion, embracing the Sigma male. The Sigma male is often misunderstood, seen as a lone wolf or a renegade. But this independence is not a sign of defiance or rebellion. Instead, it's a reflection of their self-reliance and confidence, their ability to navigate life on their own terms. They don't follow the crowd, but that doesn't mean they're antisocial or aloof. They merely prefer genuine connections over superficial interactions. Sigma males bring an array of valuable qualities to society. Their ability to think outside the box, their problem-solving skills, their resilience in the face of adversity. These are all traits that can inspire and challenge us. They are the epitome of the saying, "March to the beat of your own drum," and this is something we can all learn from. Yet embracing the Sigma male is not just about recognizing their value, it's also about respecting their independence. We must appreciate that they value their freedom and personal space. They're not looking to be controlled or molded into a preconceived societal archetype. Instead, they're seeking acceptance for who they are, as individuals who are self-assured, independent, and comfortable in their own skin. If we attempt to control or change them, we'll likely meet resistance. But if we accept and appreciate them for who they are, we'll find they have a lot to offer. They can enrich our lives with their unique perspectives, their innovative ideas, their independence, and their resilience. In our relationships with Sigma males, whether they're our friends, family members, or partners, it's important to understand and respect their need for autonomy. They're not looking to fit into a box, and we shouldn't try to put them in one. Instead, let's appreciate the diversity they bring to our lives and the richness of their unique perspective. Sigma males, with their unique resistance to control, offer a refreshing perspective on life and relationships. Their approach to life can challenge us, inspire us, and ultimately enrich our lives in countless ways. In our journey through the world of Sigma males, we've discovered the intriguing ways they resist control. Their strength lies not in defiance, but in the quiet assertion of their individuality. We've seen the unassailable Sigma male, standing firm and resolute, his character unyielding to the pressures of societal norms. We've delved into the psychology of Sigma males, understanding the unique traits that make them the unmoved rocks amidst the turbulent seas of life. We've explored their roles in relationships and how the Sigma man, the Unbowed Rebel, navigates the complexities of love and intimacy. He is the Unfettered Lover, his heart bound not by conventional expectations, but by his own profound sense of self. We've learned how embracing the Sigma male can lead to a deeper understanding of the human spirit, of its capacity for independence and autonomy. In the end, the Sigma male remains an enigma, a fascinating study of independence and resistance to control.